Hello, it's your boy Jedi Plays 450, back at it again with another album review, and this time I'm going to be reviewing GC Candy's No More Heroes, which came out on May 31st, 2024. They consist of Talia Corcoran, Sean Saludes, Ben Earl Robinson, and Kyle Jevin Capicia. And these guys are a little bit more indie or underground because I found them through a friend of a friend of a friend, and I must say I got really lucky because I really like this album. It's got a grunge, shoegaze, rock type beat going on with some experimental, like, soundscapes, I guess. I don't know what to call them. And yeah, let me just get right into it with CPAP intro or CPAP intro. I wrote down notes for each of them, so I'm probably going to be staring at the screen a lot, but the intro it's an intro. It's a good taste of what's to come with the album. It's very atmospheric. And there's some drums in the background kind of to set you up for the rest of the album. And some, like, I guess melodramatic screaming. I don't know if that's the best word to use for it, but that's how I would describe it the best I can. And yeah, it's sweet vocals on top of sometimes abrasive guitars, which is exactly how I would describe the next song, which is Pinwheel. Pinwheel is probably my favorite song of the entire album, if not second favorite. It's competing with another song for my favorite, but it has a good contrast between the vocals and the instrumentals. You got this kind of, it's a kind of a casual drum beat. It's nothing crazy. It feels kind of sad and like you're trapped. I wrote down that it feels like the song is about someone who's trapped in a routine or trapped in a cycle. And the thing is, I have no clue if that's actually what the song is about, or if I'm even hearing the lyrics right, because they don't have the lyrics written down anywhere. I tried to find them on multiple occasions. I even tried emailing the band. They never got back to me, and I don't want to keep begging them because they probably have way better things to do. But yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, so I can't really reference anything. But off my best guess, I'm pretty sure I heard her say that she was stuck on her phone, bound by her own chains. So whatever the protagonist is, they are not very happy, you know? And it kind of goes back to the title of the song, which is Pinwheel. So that's the best connection that I could make. And the next song after that is Sand. It is also my favorite song of the album. It is Pinwheel or Sand, dude. They're both really good. The first thing that I thought of when listening to this song was an anime called Fooly Cooly, or FLCL. Came out in the 2000s. And it gives off the same vibe of the show because it creates this longing feeling of a time that has already passed, and you're looking back on it. It's reminiscent. The acoustic guitars, they start off the song and then it goes back into like the electric guitars, and I think that's really nice. It really just paints a picture of you on that beach, sitting on the sand, just watching the waves go by. And it's like, you're never going to get to experience this again. Or some sort of feeling like that. That's not, like, you feel good in the moment, but you're going to feel bad later. Or like, ultra reminiscent, super nostalgic of times that you can't get back. I think the guitar is especially standout on this track. It never gets too crazy. Like, obviously, you're not going to be hearing some, like, crazy solos or anything. But it's still pleasant to listen to. So the song after that is Life of a Bastard, all lowercase. Now, the thing about this one is that the vocalist, it's a different vocalist from the other ones. I don't know which vocalist it is, but it is a male vocalist. And the specific type of vocals that he does, it took a bit to grow on me. I do appreciate it now, but when I first listened to it, I was like, I don't know, man. But no, it is good now. It is good. It fits this song well, and it continues the vibe off of Sand, just through the lens of a different character, as I said. The next song is Brita Filter, and I'm pretty sure that's their most popular song. I wrote down that it feels sludgier in a way. Now, not on some, like, sludge metal or sludge rock, just, like, that's what I feel is a good way to describe the song. It is slower. It does feel different from Pinwheel in that way, I guess, because Pinwheel doesn't feel as, sludgy as this song does. The song feels like an X-ray, But that's probably because the lyrics talk about like looking inside someone's head. So that's probably why I can explain it that way. But like if you listen to it, it kind of does add up, right? It's shorter, but it still does pack a punch. Now, the next song after that is The Entire Sun is Inside My Head. And I have mixed feelings about this one because it's not a rock. It's not a rock. Yeah. It's not a rock song. It is more of that experimental soundscape type beat that I described earlier. And like it still feels like it fits in, and that's what I like about it. But it's not my favorite because like I didn't come to the album for that. Like I appreciate it. It's very atmospheric and it feels like we are literally inside of someone's brain, inside the protagonist's brain, whoever this person is. Um yeah, no. It does feel very long. I'm pretty sure it's only 4 minutes, but it feels longer than that. And I guess it adds to the feeling of the song, but on like from a listening standpoint, I'm not that into it. Then the next song is Mother Mary. Now, this one is also not, I don't think it's definitely not my favorite because it sounds like an evil version of Pinwheel. It has like pretty much the same drum beat. I don't know if it's different because I can't hear the nuances, I guess, but it sounds very similar. And the guitar, what's it called? The melody of the guitar, what's it called? What? I don't know. I'll put it on screen to cover up for my past mistakes. But whatever that is, it sounds the same as Pinwheel. Mother Mary is 4 minutes, but it feels longer than that. And that's not a good thing. It feels a lot slower than Pinwheel, but I don't want to sit through it like I sit through Pinwheel. But I'm not sitting through Pinwheel. I'm going through Pinwheel. But it's not great for my skibbity toilet brain because it feels longer than the runtime. And like having like Pinwheel, I still like aspects of this song. And the last chorus is good, but yeah, I would rather listen to Pinwheel. And the next song after that feels like the finale or the closer of the album, but it's actually not. It's Siren. The album feels really short, even though it's 39 minutes, which is like the normal length of an album. Asia was that length too. But this album feels especially short for, I don't know, whatever reason. But maybe I feel that way because Siren is 2 songs or 3 songs before the actual last song of the album. And since it feels like a finale, it makes the whole album feel shorter, which, I mean, that's certainly a thing that can happen. I don't feel strongly towards either way about it. But yeah, Siren is 6 minutes long. It's a really good song. I think that's probably my third favorite if I had to pick. It feels also longing, except you're looking through the lens of yet another character, or maybe the same character, because they feel left alone. They're sitting on a shelf collecting dust. They want the lights to be turned on, but no one's hearing their cries. So in that way, it feels kind of like hopeless. I don't want to use that language after I used it for the Downward Spiral, which is a lot more hopeless. But this one also feels that sort of way, I suppose. But it still is a good song. It has an especially good build up to the last chorus, I think. It goes soft, it goes quiet. It's like, would you please turn the lights on or something? And then it goes, they're strumming the guitar. I think it's acoustic. And then it goes right back into it. And yeah, it would be a really good closer if it was a closer. But there's another song after that, which is called Glad I Met You. That is another good song. It's not in my rotation because it's another experimental soundscapey song. But otherwise, I still like it. It's probably my favorite of those. It feels like paradise or like heaven. Or like that one Microsoft screensaver with the grass. But like there are birds and flowers and rainbows. But not to the point where it's like all Candyland. It's just so serene. They put a bird's chirping noise in the background, and I think that really, really adds to it. Like you're just waking up after this entire story, and you made it to the other side. I guess you achieved enlightenment. That's what the song feels like, and it's a nice feeling. And there's one more song after that, but I think it's more of like an extra. It's called Mother Mary Bare Bones, which is just Mother Mary, but even longer. And the piano is the backing instrument instead of the guitars and stuff. And I mean, it differentiates itself more away from Pinwheel than the other one did, but I also didn't like, it's not my favorite because I didn't want to listen to piano. Like, it still sounds very beautiful and very nice for what it is, but it's more of a personal thing, you know? It is super slow, so, you know, my brain can't process that well. But yeah, No More Heroes by GC Kennedy, really good album. Okay, trust me, I don't think my words did it justice. Pinwheel and Sand are my favorite songs, and Siren, you can add Siren on top of that. They are just, I haven't heard anything like it. And maybe that's because I haven't listened to like any other shoegaze or mainly shoegaze albums from like underground artists. But you know, maybe I should try some more, because if this is that good, then like, shoot, what am I missing out on? So yeah, give this album a listen. It's like normal album length. I said 39 minutes. Just especially listen to Pinwheel and Sand. Those are really good. If you just have a couple minutes, do that. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this shorter album review, because I'm trying to like shorten my videos, because if I were watching these videos, I wouldn't want to sit through 20 minutes of me rambling with no point. And I actually recorded a different take of this, which was me rambling for like 20 plus minutes. And I don't think I was speaking actual content. So that's why I re-recorded it. So yeah, hopefully this one is more bearable to watch, and have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.